Hey everyone. So for this week's discussion on the First Amendment in sports, I definitely think it's one of the more interesting topics because it is so controversial. There are many different like issues and scenarios that can arise from it, and one of the ones that I want to talk about is when it comes to freedom of religion in public schools. Um, Players kneeling in prayer before games has been common, and they've been doing it for a while. But recently, there have been issues of public schools who have had like held votes and held like a public prayer before a game that has been challenged in courts, and they've ended up ruling it unconstitutional. I know there's one specific case where it was a high school um, in Texas, and it was before their football games. But I definitely think when it comes to those situations that players individually should be able to. But when it comes to the team, or like if a team wants to hold it in a locker room or something before a game, it's up to them. But obviously, not all players are going to be of the same religion in certain cases, and that obviously a it just depends on up to the school because different public and private schools are run different. So when it comes to like a public prayer before a game, like over the speakers or something. And the other one I want to talk about is probably the biggest issue that comes with the First Amendment in sports, and that's like freedom of speech and expression. And the example I'm referring to is kneeling for the national anthem. That's been real popular in the past couple years in the NFL. Um, I definitely think that people, because there's definitely been a bunch of backlash, and people have way differing opinions on it. I believe that players should be able to kneel, and that any rules or anything that restrict them from being able to express their own opinion, I believe that's unconstitutional. And I know the NBA has been a league where they've had a rule where that has made players stand for the anthem. I know a lot of people, especially recently with all the stuff going on with the NFL, have been talking about that and the possibility of that rule being unconstitutional. Which I just read an article that said Adam Silver had no plans to change it or change the current rule. But with the whole situation with Colin Kaepernick, and I definitely think that the backlash, people don't know the true issue of what he is kneeling for, and that that the issues or that the disagreements are because of misunderstandings. Then I also believe that some people are just, I guess, stubborn is the word I'm looking for, and just won't agree at all, or just won't even like negotiate with the other side on what they believe, and that just seems to be the world of politics today, which is I believe is kind of sad. But personally, I thought Colin Kaepernick, he definitely was not his bet. He definitely wasn't his best as he's back in 2013 when he took helped led the 49ers to the Super Bowl. But I definitely believe he should have gotten a shot with some sort of teams because I believe, like many, some of the this past season, some of the quarterback signings in the NFL were a little bit questionable, and I just thought he should have been given a shot. But I'm definitely interested to hear all your guys' opinions, and I definitely think this is an interesting topic. Thanks for watching.